something in the house.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed, don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los ojos colorados. El mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat's bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock up the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. Am the first. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Remember me.
Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kill, ain't no play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Stafford here coming off his pick-6. And this is taken in by the tight end Bryson Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing again is Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. Down to the 42, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. The throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On play action. Now Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Packers at 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run here with Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing is Stafford. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Stafford. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, he's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. Here's Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots down.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And now here's another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On second and goal. Rodgers, touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this out to the 38-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tonyan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll run for it with Akers. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second down and goal. Rodgers, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Rodgers now to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Stafford on first down. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers to throw once more. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contour, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Green Bay, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week.
God for me, who